Help teens get into competitive colleges without their parents going crazy or broke, two things no one wants to do. Today, her 4 keys to college admissions success.
Pamela Donnelly, now an author and educator. Her 2 books are SWAT Team Tactics for Getting Your Teen into College and 4 Keys to College Admissions Success. She joins us now with more on her step-by-step instruction to help students get into good colleges, regardless of how much money their family has. Hi, Pamela.
Good morning.
Nice to have you here.
It's great to be here.
Look how good you look on camera.
Yeah.
Clearly a former soap opera star.
Oh, my goodness.
You were on, what, One Life to Live and All My Children?
And don't forget
The Edge
of Night. That was my very first. That was my first job when I was 21.
Love The Edge of Night. Yeah.
Did you like working on soap operas?
I did. It was a lot of fun, of course. Yeah. Who doesn't want to, have that?
Was there as much drama on set or within the cast as there is within the script?
I wish they had turned the cameras. You would have seen a better show.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah.
You should write a book about that.
Oh, maybe that'll be book number 3.
How does somebody go from being an actress, a very successful one, working in soap operas, to being a college admin expert?
I found that all that glittered was not necessarily gold. I enjoyed that time, but I didn't have that sense of fulfillment that comes from maybe a deeper purpose. And for me, I really had a calling as a teacher. So after I was a soap star, I ended up going to Columbia University. I ended up graduating with a degree in secondary education, and I really knew that I wanted to find a way to help make college more accessible for everybody, because I had been really fortunate coming from, the farmlands in Virginia. My parents didn't have college degrees. They were awesome, but they didn't know how to help me through that. I thought, maybe I can be that person that can help moms and dads.
Because I think, parents, sometimes they wait too long. Sometimes they're, just in general not looking at enough grants or things like that to help them go to schools that they would like. What do you see as mistakes?
The biggest mistake I see is that they underestimate the role of merit aid. They don't understand that the GPA and the test scores combined are what schools are going to look at to decide whether they're going to give you 15, 20, 25,000 a year for your students. So the investment of time and energy to make sure your student has those things right means literally tens of thousands of dollars back in your pocket. So you really have got to help support them with mentors.
I can see how that would work, because when I was getting ready to send my son to college, literally, it is a sea of information that you don't even know how to wade through. So I can see where there'd be a need for just a little guidance in that area.
Yeah, exactly right. And now it can be digital, because in this age of educational technology, this stuff can live online. So we created Gate to be something that's on kids' cell phone. Because my kids, oh my gosh, cell phone. It's all on the cell phone. So iPads, desktops, and laptops. So it's really very accessible now.
We're talking about finances. You see a discrepancy in having money in your family. Does that make a difference when it comes to college admissions?
Some schools are able to give a full ride. Stanford, for example, if a student is in a family where the parents make less than, I think, $60,000 a year, it's a full ride because they have endowments. Harvard has endowments. But what you've got to remember is that from the FAFSA point of view, the CSS profile you need to know about. We teach about that. There are a lot of different forms that parents have to fill out, and there are so many mistakes. So we have a lot of free trainings on our YouTube channel that are going to explain that, so parents can know what to avoid, which are the most common errors on those forms. And that way, parents who make $250,000 a year can still get aid for their students.
Most wouldn't think that.
People think, oh, I shouldn't even fill out the FAFSA.
Right, it's a waste
of time. Fill it out and really get some information. Trust some experts.
Okay. I think that's important. What is EdTech? Because that's something, too, that you guys have within your program.
Yeah, well, EdTech it means educational technology.
Gotcha.
And what I love, how there's Uber and there's like Airbnb, and everybody says it's the age of disruption, right? So this is a disruption kind of thing, because you're able to take an app and a platform and make it accessible to everybody without it just being fancy rich people affording, I've got 26 Ivy League level educators who have worked for 3 years to create Gate. You're not going to hire us. You can't. And so it's nice to be able to make that accessible.